Right, I want to bring you the very latest breaking news we have from Venezuela, Caracas, in the aftermath of not one but two earthquakes. You can see the live pictures there just coming up to 6:20 in the morning. And we now have new figures on the number of people who have been killed. So Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodríguez, says at least 164 people have been killed. So that is from the interim president, Delcy Rodríguez, saying at least 164 people have been killed. Now, if you've been with us over the last hour or two, you will know the original figure, the first figure we had from authorities there was 32 people killed, 700 plus injured. But even when we were given those figures, the expectation was that they would be revised up pretty significantly and pretty quickly, and we have had that first revision upwards. At least 164 people have been killed and now nearly 1,000 people injured. So 164 dead, nearly 1,000 people injured. And clearly, as daylight continues to break across Venezuela and around that region, we will then get a greater sense of the damage done, the extent of the impact of the earthquake, and indeed how many people have been injured, seriously injured and killed. The other issue just to bear in mind here is that internet connectivity isn't perfect. Of course, we've been hearing about the significant drop-off in the immediate aftermath of the earthquakes, those back-to-back earthquakes. As time goes on, clearly we are expecting internet connectivity to improve, more people to come online, and we will see more images of the destruction and get more details about what has happened. One final note, just on the international response, there has been plenty of words from capitals right across the globe. The very latest, Spain says it's ready to send 54 army rescuers to Venezuela. We've had other countries offering air support, military planes, as well as aid organisations ramping up their help. Well, our senior climate and science reporter, Esme Stallard, is standing by for us. Esme, just talk us through what we know about the underlying science behind these back-to-back earthquakes.
Yes, so earthquakes occur when effectively tectonic plates, so that's the upper outer layer of the earth, is split into lots of these different plates, and they are all moving past each other very gradually. In this case, northern Venezuela sits very close to the boundary of two plates, the Caribbean plate and the South American plate. They are moving past each other, and what can happen is they can get stuck. Friction and stress builds up and that gets released. That's what's happened here. In fact, this is a very complex part of the world in terms of its geology, and we had something called a doublet sequence. Effectively, what that means is two earthquakes, similar in nature, very close together. In this case, two very big earthquakes, a 7.2 and a 7.5. In terms of how big they are, earthquakes can go up to size 9. That's highly unusual. These are both very big. The way that scale works is they are orders of magnitude bigger with each number. So you can imagine that a 7.5 is significantly bigger than a 7.2. So this region is prone to earthquakes, not unexpected, but both significant.
Esme, thank you very much for talking us through that. And of course, we'll continue to bring you all the live updates as we get them out of Caracas and in Venezuela there.